Hi everybody, Leah here with your May 2024 card reading. May is the month of with effort comes rewards. So this is for anything you've been putting off, any changes you know you need in your life, then this is creating a plan and it's taking aligned action. And aligned action is really important. You don't want to be just sort of doing a bit here and a bit there and nothing kind of, joins in the middle. So this is really you thinking about what it is that you actually want, creating a plan, and obviously that plan can change, it can be very fluid, but you sort of have an idea of what you need to do to get to where you want to go. So a really big month. You can create a lot of change in your life this month if you want to. The oil it is partnered with is Blue Tansy, which is the oil of inspired action. And the card from my healing cards for this month is the card of respect. And I really feel like while this is also respect for other people and doing the right thing by them, I really feel like this is a lot of respect for yourself. If you have put off your life for a very long time to look after other people, or just because you never thought you could have what you wanted for whatever reason, then this is a month you want to have that respect for yourself. Well, actually, I deserve this, and so I'm going to go after this month. Okay, you're off to a good start. Okay. So the first week we have 7 of Gabriel, 8 of air, and we have the guilt and the pride card, which is 19 in numerology. So this is very much you. I feel like the first week of May could bring a little bit of discomfort, a bit of upheaval. In fact, when I was shuffling before I started the reading, half the deck of cards just went flying everywhere, and it really felt like there's going to be just this complete breakdown of everything that you don't want, and so that you can just start afresh and really create something new and different. So 7 of Gabriel really needs you to stand up for yourself, to be confident in what you're doing, and to really make that choice that I deserve to do this for myself and I'm going to. And when you can get into that headspace of really recognizing you do deserve it, then other people they will respect that, and that could be where that respect is coming in. Other people develop that respect for you and go, oh, okay, she's doing that. Some people are going to be very inspired by what you're doing, and you will give them that strength to go on and make their changes. So with the 8 of air there, you might be feeling like you're a little bit stuck, that you can't do it. And this is where you lack that self-confidence and you're scared to take that action. So you're being told to have confidence. This is a card of lacking self-confidence. So that is something you're really going to have to work on this week if that applies to you. Now you have the guilt card. I feel like for a lot of you, this could be something from the past. Only a few of you, I think this will be. That there's something from the past that you feel bad about, and so you don't think you deserve to have this life that you want. And so this is, really doing a lot of work around this and releasing that guilt. Everyone has the right for a second chance and to move on. If you've made amends, if you haven't made amends, make them. If you already have, give yourself that permission to move on with your life. For a lot of others, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of guilt around doing what you want to do for you. You are going to have to say no to people, and there can be time away. You might be taking time away from, whether it's just, your duties at home, for children, things like that. And so this could raise a lot of guilt. So work on that, tap it out, do what you need to do, because that will keep you stuck. And then we have the Pride card there. This is really, again, it ties in with that self-respect of what you can have and achieve. But I feel like too, there's going to be just this sense of, I deserve this, I've achieved this, I'm really doing something for me. And I feel like you're going to feel really good about that. So the second week is when you start to get really into what you're doing. You've got King of Air or Queen of Air. You've got the Denial card and the Surrender card, which is the 91 in numerology, which is interesting because you've got 19 and 91, which both add up to 10, and they're one cards, which are new beginnings. So King of Ariel is about making, this is you creating your plan. It's deciding how you're going to do things. It's looking at the money you've got to put into this, the resources you have, what knowledge do you have, and really sitting there like, okay, this is what I'm already bringing to this project or this goal. What else do I need? And so you're starting to look at ways to bring in those new things. With the Queen of Air there, this is really you being very objective. So don't let emotions run away with you. Don't let other people influence you. This is very much you looking to see the easy side of life. It almost feels like you might be overthinking things. So really taking a step back and just kind of, okay, I'm looking at this objectively and I'm not taking it too seriously. It almost feels like you need to bring in a sense of fun to allow this to happen. If everything is very rigid, then there isn't that room for movement to really get into that aligned action. So it's kind of allowing yourself to bring fun into this. If you're doing something new because you really want to do it, it should have joy in it. If it doesn't, maybe have a look. Is this really what you want, or are you doing this for some other reason? So with the Denial card there, this can be questioning your ability to be able to achieve this, to pull it off. It can also be, though, again, this, it can be just something holding you back. It can be fear that of these changes you have to make. Sometimes even though we're not where we want to be, it feels comfortable and safe to be there. And so stepping out of that and sort of going into that unknown can be really, really uncomfortable. So I feel like there's some of that there. But it is next to the Surrender card. So you're being told, just really see that fear's there, acknowledge it, but then surrender to what you want. Allow things to come to you. In the third week, things are starting to pay off. You have 6 of Gabriel, 7 of Earth, the Patience card, and Communication, which is a 3-3 card. So 6 of Gabriel is about, you've done well. Things are paying off. You're seeing these achievements and things that you're doing. So for some of you, if you're employed by someone else and perhaps you were looking for a promotion or, you've been working on some project, you're going to be really recognized for what you've put in there. For others of you, I feel like this is a bit more of a personal thing that you've achieved, and you're really, and again, that pride comes into this, you're really acknowledging to yourself, how much you've done, how much you've achieved. You've put the effort in, you've cleared away a lot of that old stuff that's been keeping you stuck, and you're starting to see those changes, and you deserve to feel very proud of that. With the 7 of Earth there, it can suggest that there will just be a bit of a lull in that action. And I feel like while this is happening, and this needs to happen, this little break before you move on. We all need a little break before big changes in our life, because you've got to have that energy to deal with it. But while that's happening, I really feel like this is when you're going to really focus on that feeling good and recognizing what you've achieved. So don't let yourself get sort of down the dumps, go, oh, okay, was doing really well. All of a sudden there's a bit of a slump and start to freak out. Don't do that. Really celebrate what you've already achieved, and focus on feeling yourself in that environment or role or whatever it is that you will have around you once you've achieved your goals, and just sit with that, because your mind is going to create so much of your reality. Make the most of any pauses that you have to get that done. You also have the Patience card here. So obviously, again, it's just allowing that little bit of space and time, accepting that things are going to happen as they are meant to. It's not all going to happen overnight, but it is going to come to you. So just be patient with that. And then the communication card is there. So if that pause in action, if that's to do with someone else, make sure you're communicating with them. They might not realize that you're kind of, wanting to get this happening right now. They might not realize how important it is to you, but it also might be that they have to say to you, yep, there's this pause because these things need to line up and happen. And so you can kind of, okay, that's why there's a pause. It's not, my ability to manifest or anything I've done. It's just that this has to, do its process. And so that's really important to allow that to happen. Then the final week, you have Queen of Gabriel, the Seven of Air. You have the Humor card, which is interesting because it came up with humor before, that you need to bring that in, and the Love card. So this is really you looking at the next step. I think as we always, when the month is coming to an end, we review what we've done, what we've achieved, what we want to change. And so if you're using my 2024 journal, that is what you're going to do at the end of every month, is sort of check in, reassess, see where you're on track, see where you might have veered off, or see where you need to make those changes. But the Queen of Gabriel being there is telling you have everything you need to do whatever you want. You have that strength, you have that inner power, and you have the respect of those around you when you stand strong in your convictions. This isn't about ego. This is very much an internal strength that you've got happening here. So you might need to revise a little bit here. And you might find there's different things happening. You're like, oh, okay, that's not really going to work with me. I feel like this could be other people, their involvement here. They might not all be on the same page as you, and that might become apparent that, okay, you thought you were headed for this goal, and then you sort of realize that other people are like, no, that was never the plan. We're heading over this way. And so it might be that you need to reassess some aspects of that. I feel like you don't want to follow the crowd in this. I feel like this is something that you were probably going to branch out with on your own, so that you have that full creative control of what it is that you want to do. And so that might be happening. It will feel, it's probably at a pivotal moment where you feel like, oh my God, we were almost there, and now I have to have this big change. But just trust. We've got that patience card. You've got the Seven of Earth card there. Trust that this is all happening as it should. There was a reason it started off one way and it has changed. And I don't feel like it's all changing. I think you're going to take quite a bit of this with you and use it in what you're doing. It's just that there is going to be differences here. And I do feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be other people and you're parting ways with them because you're not on the same path. Now, the humor card is there. So this is really, again, bringing that joy in. You can really get bogged down with that Seven of Air card there. And so this is reminding you not to do that. Hope you can't hear that car. And to really just kind of go with it a bit. Okay, well, what do I need to do? How can I change this? But how can I do it so it is in alignment, so I feel good about it? And then you've got the love card there. I think you need to love what it is you're doing. If you don't, it's not going to play out the way you want. So really find that joy in it. Find that love. Have that self-love. Know that you are worth everything that you want. And anyone else who isn't on the same page with that, might be time to part ways with them. So bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Michael. This is releasing the past. It is, again, there could be a little bit of confrontation here. You're just a bit upset about it, and allow yourself to be upset about it. It is hard when things don't work out the way you want. And especially if you're feeling let down from people who are close to you, that could be quite significant for some of you. But trust that you will pick yourself back up. You will keep moving forward. And over time, you'll look back and go, okay, that had to happen the way it did, because I wouldn't have ended up where I am now if I'd stayed with that group or with that direction. You then have the Justice card. So I feel like, again, this is standing up for what is right for you. Perhaps in the past, for some of you, you have sort of always followed the crowd, gone with the flow. You don't want the conflict, or perhaps you just don't even believe that you have that power to know best. And so maybe it's like, oh, okay, well, they're telling me I need to do this, so I guess that's what I do. I feel like you're stopping that now and going, actually, no, this is what I want, and this is how I'm going to do it, and that's what I'm going off to do. Again, not ego-driven, just that inner strength. You then have the self-esteem card, which has come up again, that self-confidence. Sorry. So yeah, I really feel like for some of you, this is something really big you're going to have to work on this month. Really getting that confidence up, recognizing your worth. So again, use tapping. If you know how to tap, tap on it. If you don't know how to tap, learn. It is such a brilliant modality to help you to grow and achieve what it is you want to do, because you don't have that lack of faith in yourself holding you back. And then the bottom of the deck, we have number 1, new beginnings. So this month brings so much change for you. It's going to really set your life off on a new course. So allow that to happen. Make your plan. Get very clear on your end goal. Make sure you're in love with that end goal, that you have so much joy around it and excitement that that is definitely what you want. Create your plan, but then also go with the flow a bit. Okay, you know, this is what I thought, or this is what I thought I had to do, but actually this new information has come in, or, you know, there's these financial constraints all of a sudden I wasn't expecting, or whatever it is, and go, okay, it's meant to be. What do I need to do now? How do I get around that, get through it, so that I can keep working towards that goal? Because everything that happens is happening for a reason, to get you to where you want to go. And we don't always know the best way to get there, but we need to take action. So create that plan, but allow it to be fairly fluid so that you can get to where you want. Really work on your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your internal power this month. Really, really important. And yeah, bring that joy, bring that fun into it, and that humor, and it's going to be a huge month. Let me know how you go. See you next month.